Hello, good evening, everyone, good evening. And first of all, tell me the audio, video, and the screen sharing. Everything is fine for everyone?
Yes, sir, it's fine.
Okay, okay. So I suppose that you people must have revised the concept of the time and work, which we have discussed in the previous session, and must have tried solving us say some questions based on the concept of time and work, right? See, the overall concept is easy, but sometimes we are having some logical based question, right? And we'll be moving further with the concepts, whatever we have discussed in the previous session, right? And today we are like put the emphasis over solving the different varieties of questions which are there in the time and right. So just quickly recapping the things which we have discussed previously. So very common topic, very important topic with the perspective of all the examinations, right? Any level of examination. So depending on the level of examination, the level of difficulty is different, but yes, questions are there, right? Okay. So different things we are finding in this efficiency, time taken, amount of work, right? So all those things we are calculating in the time and work based questions. So time and work formula, if A is doing a some work in n number of days, so 1 day work is 1 by n, 2 day work is 2 by n, and so on, right? So this way we are putting up and doing the calculation. So we have discussed the three format of calculations. One is a unitary method, second is the percent method, and third is the LCM method, right? Okay. So these are the different relations with the time and work formula, right? And some different ratios. And towards the end, we have discussed this formula, right? The proportionality. Remember, I suppose. So in this, can you just revise? Suppose if time is constant, right? So what is the relation between men and work? If time is
Directly
constant,
proportion.
directly proportional, right? So men are directly proportional to work. Now suppose if men are constant, number of persons are constant, then what is the relation between time and work?
So directly.
Directly, right? So time is again directly proportional to work. More time, more work, less time, less work. Okay, Akshay. So we'll be doing some questions based on A and B are working alternately, right? No worries. And the third thing, if work is constant, then what is the relation between man and time?
So inverse.
Inversely proportional, right? So men are inversely proportional to time. So rather than memorizing, mugging up the formulae, I suggest just try to memorize these proportionality, right? Which is directly proportional or inversely proportional, right? If you are clear with this, questions will be easy for you, right? Okay, so based on this, starting from this point onward, right? So yes, okay, yeah. 20 men, 20 men can make 200 cheers working 8 hours per day, right? 20 men can make 200 cheers working 8 hours per day in 25 days. Right? Now, 40 men will take how many days in making 1000 chairs working 10 hours per day? Yeah, tell me some answer. Okay, Hardik, okay.
Sir, 50.
Okay, Yash. I suggest everyone to participate in the session, right? And please give your answer, maybe your logic, right? And doesn't matter, is this a right or wrong? Okay. But yes, you can give your answer. You can type in your answer in the chat box, or better is you can unmute yourself and speak out your answer so that others can also listen, and then we can discuss the way how are you getting the answer. Yes. So there are 2 or 3 answers already here. Okay, Satyabrata. Okay. Okay, Hardik.
5 days, sir.
How many?
5.
5, no. No, Shritikantha, no, not 5. Just check again. Okay, so Satyaprata, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening. So what's the answer?
Yes, sir, it's coming 50.
50. And how is this?
Sir, like I divided the total 200 shares upon 1000 shares, and
Mm-hmm.
I equated that with the MDH, that is 220 men
Mm-hmm.
to 8 hours
Mm-hmm.
into 25 days,
Mm-hmm.
divided by 40 men to 10 hours into 8 days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I took
Yes.
the ratio.
Right. Okay. So I suppose that you people must have remembered this formula which we have discussed in the previous session. M1 into D1 into T1 divided by W1 is equal to M2 T2 H2 divided by W, right? So I have all the values, man, days, time, work, etc. And I can put the values here and I can calculate the value, calculate the answer, right? But rather than, I suggest that you should try to use the proportionality and check how are you getting the answer. So see this. What are the variable here? One is men, right? One is work, chairs, right? We are working for the chairs. One is hours per day. So this is hours, right? And the last one is days. So these are the 4 variables which are given into this question. Okay. So first, how many men? 20 men. And what is the work? 200 chairs. How many hours? 8 hours. And this is 25 days. Not simple. How many men? 40 men, right? And we have to calculate how many days. So D is un. Okay. Working for what? 1000 chairs. And how many? 10 hours, right? So this is the information which is there and for which I have to calculate. No? So rather than going with the formula, right, I suggest that do not memorize the formula. Try to work with the logic. Okay. So I need to calculate days. So days is unknown. Presently, we are taking how many? 25 days. Now, see, this is the present number of days. Now, depending on the number of persons, more or less, days will increase or decrease. Depending on the amount of work, more or less, days will again increase or decrease. Depending on the number of hours you are working on daily basis, your days will change. I suppose everyone agree with this, right? Whatever is the variation in the number of person, in the amount of work, in the number of hours, my days will change accordingly, right? So I have to modify this number 25, which is the present number of days, right? So what to do? There are four columns: man, work, hours, and days. And days is the unknown. So just compare every column with the unknown column, which is days. So days and man, days and work, days and hours, right? How? Tell me. If 20 persons are finishing a work in 25 days, right? I'm comparing men and days. Okay. If 20 men are finishing a work in 25 days, so 40 men will take more days or less days?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
less, right? So I need to reduce this number 25 with some fraction. So how can be this reduced? If numerator is smaller and denominator is greater, right? So what to write? This is 20 divided by 40, right? Getting this? If 20 men are finishing a work in 25 days, okay, then 40 men will take lesser number of days. So you have to reduce the 25. And how can you reduce? You can just multiply this 25 with a what? A smaller fraction. And how to get? A smaller is the numerator, greater is the denominator. So this is 20 by 40. Okay. Second, work and days. 200 chairs can be finished in 25 days. Then 1000 chairs can be finished in lesser number of days or more number of days?
More.
More. So what to do? Now the numerator is bigger and denominator is smaller. Right? Getting this? 200 chairs can be done in 25 days. So 1000 chairs will take more number of days. So 1000 divided by 200. Right? Okay. Next, hours and days. If you're working 8 hours per day, you can finish the work in 25 days. If you're working 10 hours per day, so you will be taking lesser number of days or more number of days?
Less.
Less, right? So this is again what? 8 divided by 10. Now just quickly simplify and tell me what is the number you're getting from this?
50.
50, right? So the new number of days will be 50. So this is what? That is a concept of proportionality. Rather than putting up into the formula, right? I suggest everyone to use the concept of proportionality so that you feel comfortable which variable to increase and which will be to decrease,
Sir,
right? Yeah.
sir, but here the work is more. So the
Mhm.
men would like if 20 men are working for 25 days, so the days would be more now for 40 men because the work is more.
Yes, work is more, right? But we are taking this proportionality, right? When we are comparing two variable, we are considering the third variable as constant, right? And when we are comparing man and days, the other variable will be constant. If you are comparing work and days, other will be constant. And as you're saying, the work is more. So see, we have increased the number of persons. We have increased the number of hours per day, right? So those effects will also be there when you are calculating overall calculation, right? Presently, you're taking only one variable, right? But when you're taking all the variable into the consideration, the effect of each and every variable will be there to accommodate increase or decrease,
Yes, sir.
right? And even you can take the percentage, what is the increase or decrease, but this will be a little long way, right? If you're calculating percentage. So rather than going into this, we are just going directly with the proportionality. Okay. Done? Got this?
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
sir, don't you think it's only ahead step of your formula? Because if you put the odd denominator side like 40, 210 one side at the side of D, then you will also get the formula. So
Yes,
it's
yes,
only
yes. See, formula is there. Formula, see, everything is there with the some concept.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But my suggestion is rather than mugging up the formula, suppose if there is say some variation in any of the variable and you know, okay, formula is this, I can directly put it, right? But
Yeah.
if there is some variation, so you should be ready for all type of variation. तो अगर आप प्रोपोर्शनलिटी को कर रहे हो ना, तो किसी भी तरह का वेरिएशन अगर क्वेश्चन में होगा तो वो आपको क्लियर होगा. बट अगर आप फॉर्मूला कर लोगे तो वो तो फिर स्पेसिफिक पर्टिकुलर थिंग के लिए ही एप्लीकेबल होंगे.
Yes, sir. Got it. Got it.
Got it? Okay. Now moving further. So this is what that is. There are some persons right working right. Now we are having a next concept which is saying working in pairs. Suppose there are different number of persons and they're working in pair, 2 persons, etc. Right? So suppose if I say A and B, right? Finishing a work in 10 days. Okay, they are working together. Both are working together, not individually, right? Both are working together. B and C are finishing a work in 15 days, right? And C and A are finishing a work in 20 days. Done? Okay, individually. So I have to calculate number of days for the work to be finished, right? When A and B and C all are working together, right? A alone working together, B alone working together, right? B alone is working and C alone is working. Now tell me what to do. A and B are working in 10 days, B and C work in 15 days, C and A are working in 20 days, right? Now, if all three are working together, how many days are required? If they work individually, then how many days are required?
Sir, for the answer for the question 1, A and B and C is equal to 13 upon 2.
Nine,
No? Okay.
no. Okay, how are
Sir,
they?
it will be 120 upon 13.
हाँ, हाँ. So anyone can suggest me what to do and how to do? Yes,
Sir, for
Shashank.
A alone is equal to 24 days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay. So remember, we have discussed the different methods. This is unitary, percent, and LCM. And I suggested that LCM is relatively easier and faster. Okay. So what to do? Take the LCM for all these numbers. What is the LCM?
Sir, 60.
50, 60. So I assume total work is to be 60 units, right? If A is doing work in 10 days, so I can say A and B, they are finishing a 6 units per day, right? So I can write here A plus B is equal to 6 unit, right? B plus C, they are finishing in 15 days. So how much? 4 units, right? And C and A doing what? 3 units. Now, so what to do? Add all these three equations. So this is 2 times of A plus B plus C is equal to how much? 13, right? So I can have A plus B plus C is equal to what? 13 by 2, or how much? 6.5 what? Units per day, right? If all three are working together, they will be finishing 6.5 units per day. Done? So the first one, A, B, and C, all are working together. How many days are required? Total work is 60 units, and they are doing how much? 13 by 2 or 6.5 units per day. So what is the time required? So time is total work 16, and units they are doing 13 by 2. So number of days is 120 by 13 days. First answer, right? Getting this?
So 60 units assumption is from the LCM of all the days.
Yes, yes. 10, 15, and 20 take the LCM. So LCM is coming out to be how much? That is 60. So we are taking the total work which is to be finished is 60 unit. And then if A and B are doing 10 days, right? So they are finishing 6 unit per day. B and C doing 4 units per day. And C and A are doing 3 units per day. So if all three are working together, they are doing 6.5 or 13 by 2 units per day, right?
Understood, sir.
Okay. Now come to A alone. So if all three are working together, they are doing how much? 6.5 units, right? 6.5. And I want A alone. So I need to subtract for B and C. That is the second equation. And B and C are doing how much? 4 units. So 6.5 minus 4, that is what? 2.5. And this is what? Units per day for whom? A, right? For A. So for A, what is the time required? Total number of days is 60. And he is doing how much? 2.5, right? What is 2.5? 5 by 2, right? 120 by 5, which is nothing but 24 days. So for A, my answer is 24 days. So if all three are working together, answer is 120 by 13. If A alone is doing, answer is 24 days, right? And now if I take B alone, done. So quickly tell me. Okay, so Preeti, see, total work is what? 60 unit, right? And total unit divided by the units done in 1 day, which is 13 by 2, right? So 60 if divided by 13 by 2, we are getting answer is 120 by 30 days, right, Preeti? Okay. Okay, so for B, again, total units are 6.5. Now I want B, so I need to subtract for A and C. A and C are taking how much? 3 units. Done. So subtracting, and this is 3.5 units per day for B alone, right? So calculate the time now. So this is 60 unit divided by what is 3.5? 7 by 2. So 7 by 2, which is 120 by 7 days for B, right? If B is working alone. And if I want to calculate for C, C alone, right? So this is what? Yes, quickly tell me, what is the number? So 6.5 minus A and B, which is how much? 6 unit. So this is 0.5, right? So for C, time is what? 60.
Sir,
And what
120.
is, yes, yes, yes. 60 is what? 60 divided by 0.5. 0.5 is nothing but 1 by 2, and which is nothing but 120 days. So if all three are working together, 120 by 13, A alone 24 days, B alone 120 by 7 days, C alone 120 days, right? So if I calculate the LCM, I'll be much faster and doing maximum calculation in the mind, right? You can calculate the LCM verbally, you can calculate the number of units verbally, right? And then you can identify what is the total number of days for individual person. Getting this? Can we move further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now coming to a sum, if work is there and wages is there, right? Or you can say the sum salary. Salary, wages, incentive, whatever, some money amount is related, right? Okay. Okay, so A is doing a work in 10 days, right? And B is doing a work in 20 days. Done? A is doing a work in 10 days, B is doing a work in 20 days. Now, with the help of C, third person, right? C, third person. They finish the work in 5 days, right? So if A alone is doing the work, taking 10 days, if B alone is doing the work, taking 20 days. Now, if A, B, C, all three are working together, right? They are finishing a work in 5 days, right? And got salary of rupees 20,000, right? All three combined, right? Total salary is 20,000, not individual salary, okay? And got salary of rupees 20,000, right? Find C's salary. What is the salary for the C?
Sir, 5,000.
Yeah. So others also give me some answer. Or maybe the logic, how I should proceed, what to do, how can I take the value?
Can I say?
Yes, yes.
Sir, like the efficiency of A and B will be 2 and 1, right? And the
Hmm.
work done is complete in 5 days, and total work will be 20, right?
Hmm.
If we will divide the 5 days with 20, then we will get four efficiency for 1 day, right?
Hmm.
We have to do work 4 in 1 day, and the
Hmm.
efficiency is only 2 and 1, 3. So
Hmm.
remain
Hmm.
one efficiency will be the efficiency of C, and we will distribute this money in the efficiency like 2 1 1.
Right,
So we will, yeah.
right. So see, basically, if the group of persons are working together, right? So they are getting the salary as per their work, as per their efficiency, right? In the office also, you must have seen that there are say 4 5 persons are working on the same project, same assignment, right? And they are having the same kind of profile, working the same kind of job, right? But salaries are different, right? Because maybe the experience, maybe the efficiency, maybe the speed, maybe the quality of the work, right? So these are different for individual persons. Okay. So the same thing is here. What to do? First, start with what? LCM. What to do? 10 days, 20 days, and 5 days. So what is the LCM? 10, 20, and 5. What is the LCM? Yes. So 20 unit, right? I take total work is 20 units, which is to be finished. So now I have A, I have B, and I have A plus B plus C. Done. A is doing a work in 10 days. Total work is 20 units. So I can say A can finish 2 units per day. Yeah. B is taking how many? 20 days. Total work is 20 units. So can I say B is taking how much? 1 unit per day. Okay. A, B, and C, if all three are working, they are taking how much? 5 days, right? And total work is 20 units. So I can say they are completing 4 units per day. So A is 2 unit, B is 1 unit, and all three are working total 4 unit. So why is this difference? Because of C, right? So A and B total 3, and if they combined working together, total units are 4. So this means C is working how much? 1 unit per day. Done. This is the efficiency of C. So I can calculate the salary for C. 1 work out of total 4 work, right? And salary is how much? 20,000 rupees. So this is coming out to be how much? 5,000 rupees. Getting this? Right? Okay. Now, moving further.
So how did you take ABC as a 4?
Okay. So see, this is with the help of C, this statement. So with the help of C, this means what? A, B, and C, all three are working together, right? And they are finishing a work in what? 5 days. Done. Total work unit is 20. And if all three are working together in 5 days, so 20 by 5, this means they are completing 4 units per day, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So A is doing 2 unit, B is 1 unit, and if all three are working 4 unit, so this means C must be doing 1 unit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, a little typical concept, sorry, which is equality of work, right? If there are some group of persons are working and individually they are finishing same amount of work, right? Okay. So say this. 3 men, right? Or this is or English or, right? Not Hindi or. 3 men or 5 boys, right? They are finishing a work in 20 days. Okay. 3 men or 5 boys, if working, they are finishing a work in 20 days. Then tell me 2 men and and 2 boys are finishing a work in how many days? So Ashna, I'll discuss this your question towards the end, right? Yes. Just be little careful with the words, right? Shubhakirti, no, but how is this your answer? 16 days, Shubhakirti?
80 days.
No, not 80 days. So first is Shubhakirti. How is your answer? 16 days?
Sir, what I had done was I took 20 days by 5. So per person could achieve a total of 4 unit. And then I took 2 plus 2, which is
No. See, just a minute. If you are saying 20 days divided by 5, so what is 20? Number of days. What is 5? Boys. So if you are calculating 20 by 5, so you will get a ratio what? Days per boy, not boy per day. Right? So ratio will be reversed.
oh right, sir, sorry.
Right? And uh, okay. Okay, so hello Kashish. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
So how is your answer? 22 by 3?
Sir, I calculated one man efficiency and the one boy efficiency, and then I added them both. That is how it's 22 by 3.
No, I suppose there must be some calculation error. We can do this. Can you just elaborate the first line? How are you taking this one man efficiency?
Like I calculated that how much days would be required by one man to complete certain amount of
So
work.
how much days?
It was 20 upon 3.
No. The same error which the Shubhakirti has done.
75 by 4 days.
How much?
75 by 4 days.
Yes, 75 by 4. Okay, and
Yes, sir, it's 75 by 4. Yeah.
huh. And okay, Harshit, how is this your 64 by 3?
Sir, I also did the same error that someone
Okay.
was speaking by.
Okay, right. Okay, so see the catch point here in this question is these two words. One is or and the other one is and, right? So initially what I am telling you that 3 men or 5 boys, right? This means either you put a group of 3 men or you are putting a group of 5 boys, not simultaneously, not together, individually, right? And they are finishing a work in 20 days, right? Then you're taking men and boys together. Okay, so what to do? We are doing this question in two ways, right? As you people are doing with a uh, 1 day work, that is a unitary method, right? So the same way and the other method also. So, okay. So see, when you're comparing, so things should be compared. Things should be equal, then only you can compare. And second thing, we are normally taking what? Units per day, right? If you're taking some work, that is units per day, right? So for this, I need a work, right? And if you're taking 20 by 5 or 20 by 3, so this is what? Days per men or days per boys, which is nothing, right? Which is nothing because you are not getting work. Okay, so what to do? So see, 3 men if doing a work in 20 days, done, because they are individual groups. Okay, so 3 men if doing a work in 20 days, so 1 man is doing a work in how many days?
So 60.
This is 60 days, right? देखो, अगर 3 आदमी 20 दिन में काम करते हैं तो वर्क तो कांस्टेंट है ना? अब क्या हुआ कि दो लोगों ने बोला मेरे को कि नहीं सर, हम तो आ नहीं सकते काम पे, हमारे घर में तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम है। अब मेरे को एक ही पर्सन है जिससे मेरे को वर्क फिनिश करना है। तो वो पर्सन क्या करेगा, अपना भी वर्क करेगा और जो बाकी और दो लोग हैं उनका भी काम करेगा, तभी तो वर्क फिनिश होगा ना। तो अगर 3% 20 डेज में करते हैं तो एक पर्सन उसका 3 टाइम्स डेज लेगा, है ना? सो दिस इज नॉट 20/3, दिस इज 20 × 3, right? Getting this logic? Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The same way, if 5 boys are doing a work in 20 days, done. So tell me, one boy will finish a work in how many days? 100 days,
100.
right? तो अब यहाँ पे आपके पास में ना कंपैरिजन आ गया है, right? कि if one man is doing a work in 60 days and one boy is doing the work in 100 days, अब आप उसको कंपेयर कर सकते हो, है ना? तो अब अगर यहाँ पे आप यूनिटरी मेथड लगाते हो तो एक दिन में कितना वर्क होगा? 1/60 फॉर मैन। बॉयज के लिए कितना वर्क होगा? 1/100, राइट? सो नाउ टेक द सेकेंड लाइन, 2 men and 2 boys, now they are working together, right? Combined group. So if one man is doing a work in one day, what? 1/60. So 2 men will work how much? 2 into 1/60, right? If one boy is doing a work in one day, how much? 1/100. So 2 boys are doing how much? 2 into 1/100, है ना? और दे आर वर्किंग टुगेदर, वो दोनों एक साथ काम कर रहे हैं, मैन भी और बॉयज भी, टोटल कर दिया, राइट? तो ये कितना आ जाता है आपके पास में? दिस इज 1/30 प्लस 1/50, राइट? तो क्विकली एक बार जल्दी से कैलकुलेट करके बताओ कि व्हाट इज द डेज यू आर गेटिंग। Everyone, just quickly calculate and tell me, take the LCM and tell me how much days you are getting with this. Yes, Hardik. Yes, yes. शशांक, डेज डेज क्या होंगे? ये तो वर्क है, 4/75 तो वर्क है ना? आप इस फ्रैक्शन को जब ऐड कर रहे हो, आपको जब डेज मिल रहा है, आपको जो वैल्यू मिल रही है, तो 1/30 क्या है? 1 day वर्क, राइट? 1/50 क्या है? 1 day वर्क. So when you calculate this, so LCM is coming out to be 150, right? And how much is this? 5. And how much is this? 3. So this is 8/150, or what? This is 4/75, right? What is this 4/75? This is amount of work done in one day when 2 men and 2 boys are working together, right, Shashank? So if you want to calculate the days, so days will be the reciprocal of this 75/4 days. This. Getting this? Yeah? Okay. So this is a unitary method, one way of solving this, है ना? अब देखो, जो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट है, फर्स्ट इक्वेशन है, इसमें क्या बोला है? 3 men और 5 boys, है ना? तो अगर आपके पास में कोई वर्क है तो उस पे अगर आप 3 men को एम्प्लॉय करते हो या 5 boys को एम्प्लॉय करते हो तो वो वर्क को फिनिश कर देते हैं, है ना? इसका मतलब दिस मीन्स दैट आई कैन कंपेयर 3 men with 5 boys. यस और नो? जितना 3 men का एफिशिएंसी है उतना ही 5 boys का एफिशिएंसी है। एग्री विद दिस? है ना? यस और नो? बताओ ये वाला पॉइंट समझ में आया? जितना 3 मैन का एफिशिएंसी है उतना ही 5 बॉयज का भी एफिशिएंसी है,
Yes, sir.
राइट?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
राइट, सो आई कैन कंपेयर यहाँ पे 3 men will be equal to 5 boys, है ना? So 1 man is equal to 5 by 3 of boys, है ना?
Sir. Yeah.
मैन को बॉयज के टर्म्स में चेंज कर दिया, है ना? अब आप इसमें ना जो कंप्लीट डेटा है वो किसी एक वेरिएबल में ले लो, या तो मैन में ले लो या बॉयज में ले लो। तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, इस डेटा को बॉयज के टर्म्स में कैलकुलेट करता हूँ, है ना? सब कुछ सारे फिगर्स बॉयज के टर्म्स में, राइट? सो आई वांट व्हाट, 2 men plus 2 boys, है ना? बट 1 man is equal to 5 by 3 of boys, so 2 into 5 by 3 of boys plus 2 boys. So how much total boy?
So 16b by 3.
Yeah, this is 16 by 3 of boys. Done. ये क्या किया, जो 2 men and 2 boys के ग्रुप था ना, उसका मैंने एफिशिएंसी बॉयज के टर्म्स में कैलकुलेट कर लिया। वो कितना हो गया, 16 by 3 ऑफ बॉयज, है ना? नाउ अब बिकॉज मेरा सारा इंफॉर्मेशन बॉयज के टर्म्स में है, तो व्हाट टू डू, आई एम कैलकुलेटिंग टोटल वर्क। अब मेरे पास टोटल वर्क कितना है, मेरे पास पर्सन्स तो आ गए, बॉयज, है ना? जो वर्क को कंप्लीट करेंगे वो कितने हैं, 16 by 3 ऑफ बॉयज। अब टोटल वर्क देख लेते हैं कि टोटल वर्क कितना है। टोटल वर्क कितना है, बिकॉज डेटा बॉयज के टर्म्स में है, तो टोटल वर्क भी बॉयज के टर्म्स में होना चाहिए, है ना? 20 डेज में कंप्लीट करते हैं, और कितने बॉयज कंप्लीट करते हैं, 5। तो टोटल वर्क कितना हो गया आपका, 20 into 5 बॉयज डेज, राइट? गेटिंग दिस यूनिट? जो आपका टोटल वर्क है 20 डेज में कंप्लीट हो रहा है, कौन कंप्लीट कर रहा है, 5 बॉयज कंप्लीट कर रहे हैं, है ना? तो आपका टोटल वर्क कितना हो गया, 20 into 5 बॉयज डेज। डन। अब वेरी सिंपल, टाइम कैलकुलेट कर लो। तो आपको जब टाइम कैलकुलेट करना है, टोटल वर्क कितना है, 20 into 5 बॉयज डेज, राइट? डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर ऑफ पर्सन्स, वो कितने हैं, 16 by 3 ऑफ बॉयज, सो 16 by 3 ऑफ बॉयज। बॉयज एंड बॉयज कैंसल, तो आंसर क्या मिलेगा, डेज, है ना? सो इसको कैंसिल कर दो 4 से, ये 5 एंड ये 4। सो 5 into 5 25, 25 into 3 75। आपको आंसर कितना मिलता है, 75 by 4 days। Got this logic?
Sir, can't we take it like 1 m, like 1 man is equal to 5 by 3 boys, right? So
Hmm.
we can put the b in denominator of m, like 1 m upon 1 boy is equal to 5 by 3. So 1 man is equal to 5 and 1 boy is equal to 3. So efficiency will be the 5 for man and 3 for boy. Then we
Hmm.
can calculate it very easy way,
Hmm. Hmm.
right?
Hmm. तो ये देखो, इसीलिए मैं क्या बोलता हूँ हमेशा कि प्रैक्टिस, राइट? एक बार आपको जब लॉजिक मिल जाता है ना, एक बार थोड़ा सा क्लू, थोड़ा सा हिंट मिल जाता है, तो फिर आप उसमें ना मैनिपुलेशन करते हो, फिर उसमें आप और मल्टीपल वेज निकाल लेते हो जो आपके लिए अपने कन्वीनियंट मेथड्स हैं, है ना? तो आई सजेस्ट एवरीवन के प्लीज प्लीज ट्राई टू प्रैक्टिस, है ना? जितना आप ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करोगे, जितनी वैरायटीज ऑफ क्वेश्चन ज्यादा करोगे, उतना ही आपके लिए इजी होगा, राइट? So Tejaswin, see, in this, what is the total work here? That is because we have taken all information in terms of boys, right? So 5 boys are doing a work in 20 days, so total work be 20 into 5 boys days, right? Okay. So can we move further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, little be careful in solving this one. 10 men and 12 boys finishing a work in 5 days. Okay. And 6 men and 4 boys finishing a work in 10 days. Right. So 5 men and 3 boys are finishing a work in how many days?
Sir, 13.
9. Yes, Hardik. Yes, yes.
Sir, 160 by 13.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes. How to get the value? Others, give me some answer, some value. Just a minute, Yash. Just a minute. Yes, some more answers. No? Okay. So see, this question is just a little bit extended, or I would say a little bit backward to the previous one, right? In the previous example, we are having this comparison, right? 3 men or 5 boys. But in this one, there is no comparison. So first of all, you have to identify the comparison of men and boys, right? And how can you identify that? When you are making a work for 1 day, right? So taking a first equation, 10 men and 12 boys are working a work in 5 days, right? So can I say 50 men plus what? 60 boys are working a work in 1 day? Yes? Yes or no? Right? Everyone is agree with this? So second one, 6 men and 4 boys are working a work in 10 days. So what? 60 men plus 40 40 boys are working a work in 1 day. Right? So now the right part 1 day and 1 day, which is same for both the equation. So left part can be equated, right? So if you're equating, so 50 men plus 60 boys is equal to 60 men plus 40 boys. Huh? So quickly tell me what is the relation between man and boy you're getting in this expression?
1 man equals to 2 boys.
Yes, 1 man is equal to 2 boys, right? So see, this is the relationship you are getting, which is already given to me in the previous question. Hana? Now, everything is same as we have done in the previous one. So, 1 man is equal to 2 boy. So again, you can take the whole data in terms of boys, right? So, 5 men. Yeah, Ashna?
Instead of 50 and 60, how did that come? Did we multiply and divide it by 5?
Which one?
The first equation, how did we get the 50 men and 60 boys?
10 men working and multiply this with 5 days, and this 12 is multiplying with 5 days, right? Because if one person is doing, right, if in 1 day, right, so this 1 day work other persons will also finish, right? So अगर आप 5 दिन में काम को करते हो और आप 10 मैन एंड 12 बॉयज लगाते हो, आपको वर्क एक ही दिन में खत्म करना है, तो जो वर्क फोर्स है उसको 5 टाइम्स करना पड़ेगा, है ना? तो मैंने क्या किया, 10 मैन को 50 कर दिया और 12 बॉयज को 60 कर दिया, 5 टाइम्स कर दिया,
Okay, sorted. Thanks.
है ना? So 5 men plus 3 boys is equal to what? 5 into 2 boys plus 3 boys is equal to what? 13 boys. Done? This is the total number of persons who will finish the work. What is the total work? Because we are taking in terms of boys. Right? So everything should be in terms of boys. So take the maybe the first equation. So first equation is what? 10 men plus 12 boys, right? So convert them into in the boys. So 10 into 2 boys plus 12 boys. So how much? 20 plus 12, 32 boys. And 32 boys are finishing a work in how many? 5 days. So total work is what? 32 into 5 boys days. Done? So here, yeah, this is the total number of person who will finish the work, and this is the total amount of work which is to be finished. So what is the time required? That is 32 into 5 boys days divided by what? 13 boys. Boys and boys cancel, and 32 into 5 is what? 160 divided by 13 days. You got this?
Yes, sir.
Right? So my suggestion to everyone is first go through the book, right? Read the concept part, solve examples, then solve the practice exercise, and then start doing the online test over the EduShastra online portal. Right? So that first you can build up with the concept and understanding of the concept, and then you can have the your time management when you're doing the test over online portal. Right? Got it?
So
Yeah.
I have a query.
Hmm.
So suppose there are three persons, A, B,
Hmm.
C.
Hmm.
Now they have
they complete their work respectively in 10
हम्म
days, 20
हम्म
days, 30
हम्म
days.
हम्म
Now, if we wanted to take ratio of their efficiency,
हम्म
how will we do that? Can you just just the derivation of that, like the approach of derivation?
and you are taking days
Mm.
10, 20 and 30,
Mm.
right? So अब पहले तो आप मेरे को ये बताओ कि इनमें जब आपने बोला कि एबीसी 10, 20, 30 डेज ले रहे हैं, सो एज पर योर जनरल अंडरस्टैंडिंग इन तीनों में सबसे ज्यादा एफिशिएंट कौन है?
A.
ए, बिकॉज अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क सबके लिए सेम है ना?
Mhm.
और ए उसको 10 डेज में ही कंप्लीट कर देता है, मतलब वो सबसे कम टाइम कंज्यूम कर रहा है, तो ए सबसे ज्यादा एफिशिएंट है। तो इसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे? वी विल टेक व्हाट? एलसीएम। कितना आ जाता है एलसीएम?
60.
60। सो आई टेक के जो इनका वर्क है वो कितना है? टोटल 60 यूनिट जो इन्हें कंप्लीट करना है। ठीक है। अब अगर मैं ए के लिए एफिशिएंसी कैलकुलेट करता हूं तो ए क्या कर रहा है? 60 यूनिट वर्क कर रहा है एंड 10 डेज में फिनिश कर रहा है। 60/10,
Okay.
सो दिस मीन्स 6 यूनिट्स पर डे वो कंप्लीट कर रहा है ना?
Mhm.
सिमिलरली इसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे? 60/20, ये कितना आ जाएगा? 3। इसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे? 60/30, ये कितना आ जाएगा? 2। तो अगर आप एफिशिएंसी निकालते हो तो रेशियो कितना आएगा? 6:3:2,
Okay, sir. Okay.
है ना?
LCM for the
Right?
days. Okay.
हाँ, और यही हमने प्रीवियसली भी क्वेश्चंस में किया था ना, रिमेम्बर?
Mm-hmm. That
जब
was
मैंने
for ABC salary, C
हाँ,
salary.
ये वाला, इस वाले में हमने देखो यहाँ पे ये वाला जो पार्ट कैलकुलेट किया ना, दिस इज व्हाट
Acha.
एफिशिएंसी,
Yeah.
राइट? एंड इसमें तो नहीं, इसके बाद जो सैलरी वाला हमने किया था,
Yes.
तो ये सब भी एफिशिएंसी है,
Okay, sir.
राइट?
Mm-hmm.
सो एलसीएम में क्या होगा कि जब आप एलसीएम करते हो ना, तो इफ यू आर रीडिंग द क्वेश्चन कि आपके सामने डेज आ जाएंगे कि अच्छा ए इतना डेज ले रहा है, बी ये कर रहा है, सी ये कर रहा है, राइट? तो व्हेन यू रीड द डेज तो वो ना बैक एंड कैलकुलेशन अपने आप से माइंड में चलेगा कि अच्छा ये नंबर का एलसीएम कितना हो गया, अच्छा ये एलसीएम हो गया तो इसका जो है यूनिट्स इंडिविजुअली कितना कितना आएगा। तो ये ना इनिशियल जो वर्किंग है आप अपने माइंड में ही कर रहे हो, आपको लिखने की राइटिंग की जरूरत ही नहीं है, राइट? बट हाँ ये है कि थोड़ा सा इनिशियली टाइम लगेगा, बिकॉज जब भी हम क्वेश्चन रीड करते हैं तो एकदम से माइंड यूनिटरी मेथड पे ही जाता है, बिकॉज स्कूल में तो हमने वही सीखा है ना? तो थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस करो। सो प्रैक्टिस तो मस्ट है, राइट? ओके, सो विद दिस,
Hi,
यस।
I just had a query. जो इससे
हम्म,
पहले वाला क्वेश्चन था उसमें हमने जब यूनिटरी मेथड से किया था जिसमें 75/4 था आई थिंक।
ये
हाँ
वाला,
तो
हाँ।
यस यस, तो इसमें आपने
हम्म
रेसिप्रोकल इसलिए किया था बिकॉज वर्क इज इनवर्सली लाइक प्रोपोर्शनल
हम्म
टू द
हम्म हम्म
टाइम।
हम्म।
तो अगर हम
इसमें ये देखो, यहाँ पे हमने पहले क्या किया था, ये मेरे पास में डेज है ना, 60 डेज। अब 60 डेज को मैंने क्या किया? 1/60 कर दिया, है ना? तो 1/60 क्या हो गया? दिस इज व्हाट माय वर्क, राइट? ये किया था। अब आप बताओ क्या है?
हाँ तो बेसिकली जब हमारा आंसर आया था 4/75 तो आपने कहा कि इसका
हम्म
जो डेज निकालेंगे हम इसका रेसिप्रोकल कर देंगे।
हम्म हम्म
तो वो
हम्म हम्म।
हमने इसलिए किया क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली दी पर्सन इन्वॉल्व वुड भी हम 1 पर्सन के हिसाब से लेके चल रहे हैं। तो अगर हम फॉर्मूला
नहीं
में
नहीं,
उसे
वो
बिठाते
नहीं,
भी हैं
वो
तो
नहीं, उसमें नहीं नहीं, उसमें देखो, इसमें देखो, जो हमारा ना टाइम एंड वर्क का जो बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट है, सपोज मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ, इफ ए इज डूइंग अ वर्क इन 10 डेज, ठीक है? तो ये बताइए कि ए 1 डे में कितना वर्क करेगा?
1/10।
तो आपने क्या किया, डेज का रेसिप्रोकल किया और मेरे को बोला कि 1/10 वर्क करेगा। ठीक है, अब ये जो 1/10 ऑफ वर्क है, अगर मैं फिर से इसका रेसिप्रोकल कर देता हूं तो क्या करेंगे, 1/1/10, ये क्या मिला,
Right.
10, एंड विच इज नथिंग बट डेज, है ना। तो जब आप डेज का रेसिप्रोकल करोगे तो वर्क आएगा, और वर्क का रेसिप्रोकल करोगे तो डेज आएगा। तो ये मेरे पास में क्या था, वर्क, वर्क डन व्हेन टू मैन टू बॉयज आर वर्किंग टुगेदर, राइट। तो ये वर्क आ गया, अब इसको मुझे डेज निकालना है तो इसका रेसिप्रोकल करना पड़ेगा। तो इसलिए मैंने क्या किया, 4/75 का रेसिप्रोकल किया, विच इज 75/4 डेज।
Okay. ठीक है. Is this only going to work in a unitary method या सबके लिए similar है?
नहीं, सबके लिए है। अब यहाँ पे जैसे ये वाला जो हमने ऑप्शन किया था, तो यहाँ पे हमने डायरेक्टली किया, जो न्यूमरेटर पार्ट है ये क्या है, टोटल वर्क, है ना, और जो डिनोमिनेटर पार्ट है ये क्या है, नंबर ऑफ पर्सन जो वर्क को कर रहे हैं, राइट। तो जब आप टोटल वर्क डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर ऑफ पर्सन करोगे तो वर्क का यूनिट क्या होगा, आपका न्यूमरेटर क्या है, दैट इज से सपोज मैन डेज, ये आपका यूनिट है। और नीचे आपके पास में क्या आ गया, मैन, मैन एंड मैन कैंसिल होंगे, आपको आंसर किस में मिलेगा, डेज में मिलेगा। तो यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली डेज ही आता
ठीक है. Okay. Done.
है ना।
Yes. Thank you.
ओके।
Sir, I have a
हम्म
doubt. The last
हम्म
question we did. So, I formed two equations. 10m
हम्म
plus 12b equals to 5d and 6m plus 4b equals to 10d. इन दोनों को इक्वेट किया था मैंने.
नहीं
And
नहीं, ये देखो, नहीं नहीं, ये इक्वेट नहीं करेंगे इसमें, यही यहाँ पे मैंने बोला था ना कि ये थोड़ा सा टिपिकल है, ध्यान से करना। अभी आप देखो, जो आप कह रहे हो कि मैंने इनको ऐड किया और इक्वेट कर दिया कि 10 मैन प्लस 12 इज इक्वल टू 15 5 डेज, एंड मैन 6 मैन प्लस 4 इज इक्वल टू 10 डेज, है ना। तो इसमें अब आप देखो कि जो लेफ्ट पोर्शन है, राइट, दीज आर सम पर्सन्स, है ना,
yes.
ये लोग हैं जो काम कर रहे हैं, राइट। मे बी दिस कैन बी मशीन, दिस कैन बी सम ट्रैक्टर, मतलब समथिंग विच इज डूइंग द वर्क, राइट। और जो राइट पार्ट है, राइट पार्ट इज ऑफ डेज, है ना। तो जब भी आप इक्वेशन बनाते हो तो इक्वेशन में लेफ्ट एंड राइट ना इक्वल होना चाहिए, दिस इज द बेसिक प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ अ साइन, इक्वल, है ना। अब ये आप मेरे को बताओ कि क्या जो पर्सन्स हैं वो क्या डेज के बराबर हो सकते हैं,
नहीं.
नहीं। तो यही हम यहाँ पे एरर करते हैं, हम ना डायरेक्टली क्या करते हैं, इन इक्वेशन को इक्वेट किया, ऐड कर दिया, उसका जो है लगता है कि टू वेरिएबल है, टू वैल्यूज आएंगे और आंसर आ जाएगा, हम कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं, और वो हमारे आंसर रॉन्ग हो जाते हैं, राइट। तो उसमें क्या करना पड़ेगा आपको कि इसमें अब मैंने जब चेंज किया इनको, है ना, तो मैंने क्या किया, राइट साइड में 1 डे कर दिया,
हाँ. Okay.
ठीक है। तो अब अगर राइट साइड में वैल्यू सेम हो गई, बिकॉज अभी क्या है, यहाँ पे फर्स्ट है 5 डेज, सेकंड है 10 डेज, ये भी इक्वल नहीं है, आप डायरेक्टली इक्वेट नहीं कर सकते हो। तो जब आपने 1 डे कर दिया तो वैल्यूज इक्वेट हो गई राइट साइड में, अगर राइट साइड में इक्वेट हो गई तो लेफ्ट पार्ट में इक्वेट हो ही जाएगा, फिर आपने उसको फिर यहाँ पे ये इक्वेट कर दिया जो मैंने ये वाले लाइन लिखा, ठीक है,
Understood. Yes.
गॉट इट। तो ये हमें ना ध्यान से करना है, इसीलिए मैंने ये कुछ स्पेसिफिक वैरायटीज के क्वेश्चन डिस्कस किए थे जहां पे हम मैक्सिमम एरर करते हैं टाइम एंड वर्क में, गॉट इट,
Yes.
डन।
I asked the question, sir, in the earlier
हम्म
part, that how did we equate the LCM of the days to the total units of work done?
अच्छा, तो जैसे सपोज टेक एग्जांपल, ये वाला जो हमारा क्वेश्चन था, जैसे यहाँ भी हमने किया, है ना। तो अब जैसे क्या बोल रहे हैं हम कि ए इज डूइंग अ वर्क इन 10 डेज, कुछ अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क है वो 10 दिन में कर रहा है ना। तो अगर मैं सिर्फ ए को ही कंसिडर करता, राइट, अगर ए 10 डेज में वर्क कर रहा है तो आई कैन से कि जो ए का एफिशिएंसी है वो हर रोज एवरीडे कांस्टेंट होगा, राइट। एंड वो जो भी वर्क कर रहा है, हमने जब इनिशियली किया था ना, जब हम ये बोलते हैं कि ए अगर 10 days में वर्क कर रहा है तो एक दिन में कितना वर्क करेगा, दिस इज 1/10, राइट? तो
Yes.
टेकिंग दिस कॉन्सेप्ट वी आर सेइंग कि ए इज वर्किंग विद द सेम एफिशिएंसी फॉर ऑल द डेज, राइट? ए इज वर्किंग विद द सेम अमाउंट of work for all the days, right? And work work can be divided into equal number of parts, है ना? ये जो तीन हमने बेसिक स्टेटमेंट बिल्कुल फर्स्ट डिस्कस किए थे, राइट? तो अब अगर मैं सिंपल ए को ही लेता हूँ कि ए अगर 10 दिन में वर्क कंप्लीट करता है, तो कहना इसे कि ए इज फिनिशिंग एट 10 unit ऑफ वर्क,
Yes.
है ना? अगर और कोई भी नहीं है, सिर्फ ए है, राइट? तो आप क्या कहते हो कि ए अगर 10 days में करता है तो एक दिन में 1/10 करता है, 1/10 unit ऑफ वर्क करता है, राइट? टोटल अगर वर्क 10 unit होगा, तभी तो एक दिन में 1/10 ऑफ यूनिट करेगा ना? तो अभी हमने क्या किया, जो डेज हैं उनको हमने एक ही डेज को वर्क के इक्वल कर लिया, है ना? 10 days में कंप्लीट करता है तो उसके पास टोटल 10 unit वर्क है जो उसको कंप्लीट करना है, राइट? गेटिंग दिस पॉइंट?
Thank you. Yeah, it's clear now. Thank you.
ठीक है। तो अब अगर मल्टीपल पर्सन है, वो सब अलग अलग नंबर ऑफ डेज ले रहे हैं, तो अब उसके लिए तो फिर एक कॉमन नंबर लाना ही पड़ेगा, और कॉमन नंबर क्या बनेगा? एलसीएम बनेगा।
Right. Thank you.
ठीक है।